Hello everyone. Uh, Now we have to solve question number 2 of your exercise 1.3 of chapter sets. So let's start. In question number 2, examine whether the following statements are true or false. Okay. So your first statement is A comma B within set is not a subset of BCA. Here you can check it out. A and B, these are two elements in first set, and A or B is coming in other set. Okay, so if they are coming in this set, that means what? This is the subset of this. Okay, so it is a subset. So here the what is given to us, it is not a subset. So this statement is false. Okay, so this is a false statement. Second, A, E and X is a vowel of English alphabet. English alphabet means it has 5 vowels. All the 5 vowels are in this, and these 2 vowels also comes in this. This is a part of the vowels A, E. Okay, so this is a subset of this. So this statement is true. Fine. 1, 2, 3 is a subset of 1, 3, 5. So here we have to check all the elements are coming in this set or not. 1 is coming. 2 is not there. Okay, so this is not a subset of this. This is your false statement. Set A is a subset of this. A is coming in this set. Yes, it is coming in this set. So yes, it is true. A belongs to this. If you have to write belongs to sign, so we don't need to write sets. So if it is like that. A belongs to A, B and C, then we can say that it is true. Okay, if you will write like this, so then it is not, it is false, then it is false, it is not true. So the given statement is false. Fine. Sixth part, X is a even natural number less than 6. The even natural number means what? 2, 4, okay. A natural number. See, this part I'm solving here just due to lack of space. Okay, so I'm solving it here. See, X is an even natural number less than 6. So even natural number less than 6, that would be 0, 2, 4. Okay, and second set is X is a natural number which divides 12. That means what? This set is your natural number which divides 36. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12, 18, and last one is 36. Okay, so X is a natural number which divides 36 are this. So 0 to 4, 0 to 4 is not, 0 is not coming in this set. So this statement is false. So this is, so sixth part is your false statement. Okay, this part is your false. Okay, so the sixth part is your false. Okay, so this part is false. Fine. Now question number 3. A set is given to us. Okay, which of the following statements are incorrect and why? See first part, 3, 4, 3, 4, it is again inside the set, it is in set form. Okay, so this is very important and you have to concentrate to understand this concept. If it is in these brackets inside the set A, so it behave as an element. It is an element. Okay, so see first part, 3, 4 is a subset of A. So this statement is false. This is false. I'm telling you why. Because 3, 4, it is inside the set. So this behave as an element. So I have told you, you have to write a set. For example, if it would like this, see here I'm solving this part. See, it is 3 4 this, and it would be like this. If it is in the form of this, then we can say that it is a subset of set A. Okay, because this set is behaving here, it is behaving as an element. Fine. So this statement is false. Okay, and here 3 4 belongs to A. Yes, this is true because this is an element. So element belongs to A. This is true statement. This is true. And see here, third part. So here this is the element, and one more bracket is given to you. One more set is given to you. So yes. So this is a subset of A. This is true statement. Okay, this is true. Got it? If any set you found inside a set, for example 3 4 is given to us within this bracket, so it is behaving as an element. To write if we have to show this is a subset of A, so you have to put an extra, you have to write this element within a set, because to express the subset we write the, suppose 2, here 2 we are taking example. So 2 is to express its subset, 2 is a subset of A, so we are putting this bracket here. Okay, or 2 was in element form here, there is no bracket. So when the elements are written under this bracket, then it is known as subset of set A. Are you getting my points? Okay, so this is the element and we are putting an extra brackets with this like this. So then we can say that it is a subset of A. So this is true statement. Got it? Similarly, 1 belongs to A. 1 is an element, so no need to write brackets. So 1 belongs to A. See, 1 is coming in set A. Yes, 1 is coming. So this is also true. This is true. 1 is a subset of A. No. So to express the subset, we have to write 1 within bracket. So bracket is not there. So this is false. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 5 is a subset of A. Let's see here. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Yes, they are the elements and we are putting these elements into the brackets. Yes. So it is a subset of this. Yes, this is also true. This is true. Fine. Next. 1, 2, 3, 5 within a set is belongs to A? No. If they are elements, so we don't need to write brackets. So this is a false statement. Okay. I think now you are getting. Fine. 1, 2, 3 is a subset of A. 2, 3. 3 is coming with this, so you cannot take alone. Only 3. Whenever you want to express this element, you have to write 3 and 4. Okay. Not only one element. So here this is a false statement because 3 is only, we have written 3, not 4. Okay, so we cannot take 3 alone if this kind of situation is given to us. So this is because 3 is not any element of this set. 3, 4 is an element because it is in this bracket. So it is, we are taking this only as a single element. Okay. So this is your false statement. 5 belongs to A. 5 belongs to A. So this is also a false statement. 5 is a subset of every set. So 5 is a subset of A. Yeah, this is true. This is true. This is true. Because 5 is a set of every set. 5 is a subset of every set. And we are writing 5 with this bracket. So in case of 5, we don't need to write this bracket. Okay. In case of 5, we don't need to write this bracket. The 5 will come alone like this. So this is a false statement. Okay. But other elements except 5, you have to write within bracket. But 5 will remain remain like this, only phi. No need to write brackets in case of phi, if we have to express it in the form of subset. Okay. Now, see. Now the next question we will solve in our next video. Okay. Till then, you have to practice it up to question number 3. Okay. From question number 4, you will get the answer of question number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and onward in the next video. Okay. Bye bye, bachcho. Take care. Hello everyone. Here is question number 4 of exercise 1.3. Okay. So what we have to do in this question, just I'm reading it. Write down all the subset of the following sets. Fine. This is your first question. First part we have to solve, that is only one element it has, which is A. So we have to find out the subset of this set, the given set. So to find the subset, first of all we will write phi, because phi is a subset of every set. Okay. Then this single set is given, then you have to write this. Okay, that means it has only 2 subsets. Actually, this formula we have discussed. Okay, so when your element is 1, so you have to put n is equals to 1, so you will get 2. So only 2 elements, 2 subsets is possible in that case. So that's why phi and this A set, that these are the 2 subsets of A of first part. Fine. Now we have to find out the subset of this set. Okay, first of all, to find the subset, so here there are 2 elements. To at a place of n you have to write 2. Okay, so you will get total 4 elements you have to. That means there are 4 subsets possible for this set. So I'm writing the subset of this. First, phi you have to write. Then your this element single A, then single B. Okay, then you have to combine A and B like this. Okay, so this is your, these are the 4 subset of part 2. Okay, then part 3. In part 3 we have 3 elements of this set. So total number of possible subset will be, where n is 3, so you have to put 2 raised to power 3, so it would be 8. So there are 8 subset possible for third part. So I'm going to write the subset of this part. So first of all I'm writing phi, then 1, then 2, then 3, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, then you have to make pair 1, 2 and 1, 3, 1, 2 and 1, 3. Okay, and there is another pair 2, 3. Okay, pair of 2 is completed. Now we have to make the pair of 3. So 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 is coming in single set. So it has total 8 elements. Fine, it has total 8, not element, it has total 8 subsets, which are this. Okay, and in fourth part the phi is given to us. So the subset of this would be phi. Okay, so this was your question number 4. Now question number 5. In question number 5, question is how many elements has PA if A is equal to 5. If A is equal to 5, that means it has only one element. Okay, so only phi, that is one element. One element. Now we have a question number 6, and write the following as intervals. Write the following as intervals. Okay, so we have to write all the given data in intervals form. Okay, so I'm reading first question. X is a real number and the value of x is greater than -4 and less than equals to 6. So if it is x is greater than -4, if x is greater than -4, it is only greater than sign. Okay, so you have to write a curve bracket, only -4 comma, and your x is less than equals to, both signs are coming, this equals to sign is also coming. So if this sign is also coming, so you have to write 6 and you have to write this square bracket. Got it? And similarly, part 2, your x is greater than minus 12 and your x is less than minus 10. So here equals to sign is not there in both parts. So it will be minus 12 curve bracket, comma, it is minus 10 curve bracket. Okay. Similarly, you can see here x belongs to a real number, and here it is equals to, x is equals to greater than 0 and x is less than 7. X is less than 7. Okay. So 0 with a square bracket, comma, 7 with a curve bracket. Fine. And similarly, here your x is, both sign is coming, so you have to write square bracket. 3, comma, 4 is coming with a both sign, so you have equals to is also there, so you have to write 4. So this sign, this means that this is greater than sign, x 4 is greater than x and equals to x also. Okay, so this is a interval of fourth part. Okay, see. Now in question number 7, we have to do reverse. Okay, write the following intervals in set builder form. So this is the roster form, this is the set builder form. So now the roster form is given to us, we have to write in set builder form. Okay, see how we can write in set builder form. So first of all, we write x, ratio x belongs to a real number as we are getting here. Okay, x belongs to a real number, and comma, here both is a curve bracket, so you have to minus 3, x is greater than minus 3 and less than 0. Okay, because we are not putting equal to sign below these signs because these two are the curve brackets. Okay, see here we have a square brackets, so value of x is lying between 6 and 12. So you have to write this the same thing. Then after that, minus 6, it is not minus 6 actually, just wait, let me confirm. This is your question number 7, this is 6 only, it is not minus 6. Okay, so here x belongs to a real number and this sign is, we are getting this square sign. Okay, so 6, a value of x will lie between 6 and 12. So first we will write 6, then greater than equals to sign, then x, okay, equals to will come because it is a square bracket, then x, and here again we are getting square bracket here, so you have to write this sign and with this sign. Okay, and 12, and you have to close the set. Okay, so this is the required set builder form. Fine. Similarly here you have a curve bracket, here you have a square bracket, so x belongs to this, so 6 only, the greater than sign will come here, x is greater than 6, and here we have a square bracket, so it is x is less than or equals to 12. Okay, so you have to write like this. Here we have a square bracket here, so x is greater than and equals to minus 23 but less than 5. So like this we have to write. Okay, watch video at least 2-3 times, then you will understand this concept. So this is very important concept, so you have to concentrate. Fine. Now here you have a question number 8. Okay, what universal set would you propose for each of the following? Okay, as you know that from the definition, universal set we have discussed. Okay, so you know, I'm assuming that you know the definition universal set. Okay, so the set of right angles, triangles, the set of right angle triangle, the universal set will come the set of all triangles. If the set of if our universal set is the set of all triangles, then the right angle triangle is also a part of that. Okay, so the set of all triangle will be the universal set of part 1. Okay, because all right angle triangles are the part of a triangle. It is a type of triangles. Okay, and so then the set of all triangles will be the universal set for the first part. The set of isosceles triangle, the universal set of that is also the set of all triangles. Okay, isosceles triangles are those triangles which have two equal sides. Okay, so the set of all triangles will be the universal set of this. Got it? So from A and both part have the same answer, this one. Now the question number 9. Here A, B, C, these sets are given to us and we have to find out the universal set of ABC. So in NCERT you will get 4 options. Okay, so third option, this third option is correct, because for the universal set all the elements should come in this set. Okay, extra can also come, but the universal set, this universal set must contain all these elements. Okay, must contain all the elements of A, B and C. Then you can say that this is a universal set. Okay, so your exercise 1.3 is completed now. Okay, in next video we will solve our next exercise, that is exercise 1.4. If you feel any doubt, okay, you can ask. Okay bachcho, so you have to see video at least 2 or 3 times so that you can understand, and if some queries arise you can ask.